the polls are showing the race is extremely tight between the two of you. So why do you think the polls are so close, given all of the examples that you shared about Reichert and that Washington is a deeply blue state?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because one thing I'm trying to communicate to all my supporters out here is exactly how close I think this race will be. And that's just not me just thinking that. I think it's because we've seen in the past how close those races are. Now, people think of Washington State as this deep blue state. That's not really true. When you look at the last two campaigns for governor in Washington State, where there was no incumbent like this one, so nobody has the advantage of incumbency. In the last two campaigns for governor, in those situations, the total margin of victory for the two Democrats who won is 3 percentage points. In one election, Chris Gregoire, a former attorney general, she won by 133 votes, literally. And our current governor won a very close, hard-fought race by about 3 percentage points. So for me, I just look back at past performance. And when it comes to open seats for governors in Washington State, while yes, it leans blue, those races will be very competitive. And we know that Dave Reichert will have millions and millions and millions of dollars of negative ad spend this campaign. So that's why we're campaigning very hard. I've already been to all 39 counties in the state. We're on a swing back a second time through all 39 counties. I'm the only candidate that's done that. And so we're campaigning very, very hard.
So my last question for you, it is an election year, so I want to ask you about the presidential race as well. We're about a month away from the GOP presidential primary in Washington State. Election officials have already confirmed Trump's name will be on the ballot. What was your reaction to that?
I mean, I can't say I was too shocked by that. Yeah, I know there's obviously we're following closely the legal proceedings that are going on, and so the courts will take care of that. But I have felt honestly for a long, long time that Donald Trump was going to be the nominee of the Republican Party. Look, my mom and dad were Republicans here in Washington State. They were active Republicans, but the party that they were involved in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s is not the Republican Party of today. It's been turned over to Donald Trump and all that he stands for. And so that's unfortunate, coming from parents who were very active Republicans. It's sad where that party's gone. And it's going to be my job in this campaign to make very clear to the voters that Dave Reichert has really just been in lockstep with that new Republican Party during his time in Congress. So we expect a close race, but we're excited about what's ahead.